Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back ladies and gentlemen on this wonderful Thursday for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had an amazing week so far. Today we're going to do very much a similar thing that we did in yesterday's video where we're going to cover the cryptocurrency space as a whole. We're going to look at the markets, we're of course going to dive into Bitcoin, we're going to take a little look at Cardano, Ethereum, and we're going to take a look at the dollar currency index, which has a very strong correlation with Bitcoin right now. I think you are going to get to a stage in the future where both of these can move up and not in this kind of seesawing motion that we're seeing so far where the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down, Bitcoin goes up, the dollar goes down, or the dollar goes down causing Bitcoin to go up. We're going to move away from this into the future, but what I really want to do in this video, like I say, is take a look at the overall market. We're going to be jumping into some big headlines to come out of today. What this is going to mean for not only Bitcoin but the crypto space. We've got another ETF, and I'll explain what an ETF when we jump into these articles is. We've got another ETF that's now becoming multi-blockchain. So it's not just a Bitcoin ETF, it's a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF, and this is a trend we're going to see continue. This is in Canada. We'll cover it. So let's dive straight into the video, guys, and take a look at where the market is as a whole today. It's currently at $1.9 trillion. So we're still significantly down. We're still in this kind of downtrend, waiting for a bottom. You guys know that this is Bitcoin. This is what we're expecting for Bitcoin. This, of course, is a head and shoulders pattern. I'll invert the chart again for Bitcoin to show you it. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting still the potential to go lower, but we come back and then we essentially end up in a head and shoulders target to 70k plus for Bitcoin. Cardano is much the same story. We're in this kind of falling wedge structure similar to what we did over here, and we are expecting and anticipating this to be a trend reversal sign that we're currently setting up in a similar way to what this was. Showing you plenty of example on falling wedges. We are going to cover Cardano, VECHAIN, a number of other projects, give them their own video tomorrow, but for now, it's been quite a long week for me. I've got a lot going on tonight, so I'm just trying to cram everything into one, but the value's still there. And Ethereum's doing much the same thing. The dollar currency index is actually seeing a bit of a slap in the face today, and ultimately, this is seeing Bitcoin show a little bit of strength. I'll put the charts back as they are kind of confusing everybody. It's always good to look at your inverted charts to see what you can see, because it's, you know, if you think something's going to go up, take a look at it the other way and see if you think it's going to go down essentially. And if both charts are saying the same thing, gives you a better kind of perspective. So that's really it for crypto. It's doing much the same thing that it has been doing. One thing I will do quickly just to kind of give you an update on the price. You're just doing the exact same thing that we've previously done. We've shown you this so many times, guys. Can you see this? You're just kind of drizzling out. You're forming this kind of falling wedge structure. And you're preparing for a break. You're squeezing, ready for a break. This is just a pullback within a bull market. This was your first impulsive move for Bitcoin. You're now retracing. Very, very common. People screaming for a bear market are going to become seriously proven wrong in the next 3 months. Nobody yet is necessarily proven right. The people calling for a bear trap, the people calling for more continuation, we're yet to see. And this is Cardano, which I'll very quickly do for you as well, just to show you that it's present before we jump into some of these articles and what they mean for the crypto space. I don't know why I've overlaid that. Can you see this, guys? It's just doing the exact same thing. We are going to cover this in more detail in tomorrow's Cardano video. Ethereum, exact same thing again, guys. Initial drop, bounce, and you do this. Can you see this before you get that break? It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. The dollar currency index, like I say, is getting a bit of a slap in the face right now. Anybody who is long the dollar against assets or stores of value with real value attached to them, I don't know where you're getting that from. You can long the dollar against other currencies and stuff like that, but the dollar is... It's a failed project, if you will. Cash is trash. It was Ludwig von Mises that said it's only the government that would be capable of taking a perfectly valuable commodity such as paper and making it worthless. That's what we've got going on. They printed so much money over the past 2 years, and people have still got any kind of a faith left in it. I mean, what the past 2 years really did for me was anchor my beliefs in something like Bitcoin, which I hold as literally a store of value. I don't hold it to use it. I hold other cryptos like Cardano, Ethereum to use and actually interoperate with blockchain. That being said, guys, so that's the kind of brief couple of coin update. Very much the same thing that we've been saying for a while now. If you're not already following me on Twitter, head over to my Twitter at RealAllInCrypto. Get following me over there because you get some more timely updates. This was one of the articles. Bitcoin jumps as the SEC, Gary Gensler's, reiterates support for future ETF. Dollar rally may cap gains. So an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. If an exchange-traded fund was approved, this would see a huge uptick in institutional buyers jumping in to Bitcoin. The reason many institutions, many big companies in America, you already have ETFs approved in Brazil, in Canada. You now have a multi-ETF approved in Canada. The reason many companies out there aren't in Bitcoin is because it's too much of a risk. Many big public companies, many big institutions, hedge funds, it's too much of a risk. For them to own Bitcoin directly, you've got the custody issue. What happens if it gets lost or you lose your passwords or it gets hacked? There's no insurance to back that up, whereas an ETF is a far more safe vehicle for institutions to invest in. And if an ETF was to get approved, that would show you a huge confidence or vote of support towards Bitcoin and people actually buying it, because many companies out there, one reason that Tesla bought Bitcoin, Michael Saylor's whole strategy is essentially that why would he hold cash? It just goes down continuously. It's a perpetual short. Inflation is a real thing. It's been exemplified over the past 2 years. 2008 was really where we saw a big turn against fiat currencies. And we're seeing the echoing of that today, and it was really the whole reason Satoshi created Bitcoin. But this is something that I'm extremely excited about. You are going to get an ETF. They're just dragging their feet with it, but they can't for much longer, because I think Kathy Wood, ARK Invest, said that they were just going to go and invest in a Canadian ETF rather than waiting for the US. So they're going to have to get there. As much as they don't want to prohibit crypto, they're going to have to, or allow crypto, they're going to have to, because they're going to miss out to other nations that are willing to be more accommodating. So this is something that's coming. This was him essentially being in favour. He said very positive things about Bitcoin in the past, like his Satoshi vision was real. Bitcoin is a real scarce source of value, store of value, sorry. And this is the Canadian headline. Canada gets its first BTC and Ethereum multi-crypto ETF. This is a trend that we're going to see continue. Everything is really starting and trialing Bitcoin because it's the first, it's the most secure in many respects. And then what they're going to do is they're going to move to altcoins. We're already seeing this with Ethereum as people are kind of understanding the technology and the big difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum and what you can do with Ethereum and why that adds a whole extra layer of value and what you've currently got with Bitcoin, which is really old technology in terms of blockchain. I don't understand how you can be a BTC maxi. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I love Bitcoin. I think, it's an absolute great alternative to hold money in the dollar. It's shown us that over the long term that it's really done nothing but go up if you kind of average it out. But it's for me, it's old technology, and we're going to see this trend with ETFs continue to things like Cardano, POLKADOT, one day Solana, all these. You're going to have a bag of cryptos that are going to be ETF friendly, basically. This is the Switzerland National Postal Service to debut crypto stamp on Polygon. This is what the future looks like, guys. Everything is going to have blockchain at the back end of it, in the same way that everything uses the internet, or prior to that, everything uses a computer. Everybody that has a smartphone is walking around with a computer right now. And in actual fact, crypto has a wider reach than that, in the sense that it's going to help those people that don't have access to the internet, computers, gain that access, because it's going to become the very infrastructure that people run their lives on. What's going on right now is huge, guys, and I don't know how you can be anything other than bullish. I mean, seriously, there's so much going on. Crypto's never been in such a strong position, and the price is just not dictating that. The dollar rallying, it doesn't. I mean, this was really based on the fact that Senator Warren had said she's going to cap the debt ceiling. They'll just move that up like they do every single time. It's just empty promises that essentially cause the dollar to inflate in value, when the reality is it should be, through the floor right now, and everyone should have woken up and gone, hang on, this is a scam. We're getting made poorer year on year, month on month, through no fault of our own. Anyway, we're getting way off topic, but that's really all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Just some short and sweet videos recently, although this one hasn't been so short. I'll catch you tomorrow. We're going to be bringing out some Cardano, some VECHAIN, some more market news. We're going to dive into altcoins. We're going to cover a wide variety of subjects over this weekend, so stay tuned for those videos, guys. But for now, guys and girls, I should say, but for now, This is really all I have for you. I'm going to love and leave you on that note, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll catch you tomorrow.